Yes, it's people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the Bridge T58, here to give you the match review for Chelsea versus Burnley 4-1. Here we go. So, obviously, great scoreline. Seems we're scoring a lot of goals now, innit? So, Domino's can hold that. Sure, first things first. But on a serious note, again, it's a much needed win. Back to back now Premier League wins for the first time in a very long time. We've been able to do it. I felt like we're gonna discuss the game in particular, but I don't really feel that Burnley were providing that much going forward. In general, but I feel like in the second half in particular, once we got that Jackson sub on, that it really helped to change the game there, etc., etc. So let's get into the game. So for me, in the first half, watching the game, it felt like Chelsea were being a bit lethargic again. That same old style against, that we had against them. We were playing that very slow, trepid sort of football. We weren't moving the ball fast enough. We weren't being proactive enough, looking to break Burnley down as quickly as fast as possible. We were making a lot of stupid mistakes, in my opinion, when in the final third, not making the right decisions there. Obviously, we had Levi Cole, left back, who, for me, still, and I still believe this, is not a left back. I understand why Pochettino is playing him there, but at the end of the day, he's not left back, man. We need to move on from that school of thought and try something else, man. Whether we like to admit or not, that is just the reality, in my opinion. So, him at left back, we'd say, Astaghfirullah, Hasbuk, you know what I'm saying? We need to say, let's move on from that one still. So, left back for Chilwell, left back for my guy Levi Cole, isn't it, man? But at the end of the day, barely get their chance. Obviously, they had their winger goes through. Levi Cole was in, I think you can make a comment that maybe he's not good defensively or something like that. But Thiago Silva, again, very rash in there, which means the Sarsi has to cover both of his area and both his area and Thiago Silva's area, and he essentially tries to do some sort of slide tackle thing to try to block the pass. It comes to the Burnley guy. Against Kukurea jockeying, and then he just goes through his legs to create the first Burnley goal. And yeah, man, that was really the story of really the first 30 minutes, in my opinion. Then Sterling was getting a bit more active, was getting a few more chances after that goal. Luckily, he was able to put that cross in, which turned into an own goal off the Burnley centre back, which was a gift. I would have to say, in my opinion, was a very big gift. Thankfully, because in my opinion, as I've said before, Chelsea were playing as the much better of the sides, in my opinion, anyway. But we luckily were able to create our own luck to get that goal into the back of the net. So it was pretty nice to make it 1-1. Now, and pretty much all the way until the end of the half, we were trying to create chances. Burnley were being resolute, trying to play that low block football, looking for that point. And at the end of the day, we weren't able to finish them off in the first half. I didn't really feel like Broja's performance was that great compared to his performance against Fulham at the end of the day, and obviously it showed. Again, he's still recovering from his ACL injury, and maybe the full fitness still wasn't there, wasn't back for him to be able to do what he needed to do, maybe at the highest level that he can. So there is that. Second off, obviously, Jackson comes on, and now we're a bit more fluid. We're playing that sort of football that we like. We've got Gallagher, Cam, Sterling, Jackson, and then Cole Palmer. Now Sterling, in my opinion, had a smashing game, particularly in the second half. He was able to do that. He was able to drive into the box there, gets fouled for the penalty kick, and then obviously Cole Palmer, cool as you like, able to get his first Chelsea Premier League goal, which I was very happy for him for. He deserves it. He's been playing really well on that wing there too, playing and creating chances that were needed. So I want to say big up to Cole Palmer, in my opinion. Excuse me. And then going forward into the third goal, brilliant, counter-attacking football there. Conor Gallagher able to see that Sterling pass, makes the right pass, and with the right weight of pass, obviously, and everything like that. And Sterling's able to put into the back of the net to get his goal. And he's looking like he's back in form again, similar to how he did against Luton. We'll see if this continues on against Arsenal we have in 2 weeks. And so there's that. And then, obviously, for the fourth goal, you got Nicholas Jackson able to get him to net his second Premier League goal against Burnley with a nice little fake reverse back and then into a net goal for him, making the scoreline 4-1 Chelsea. Now, in regards to star players, obviously, I would say there is no doubt in my mind that Sterling was the star man. He was creating chances, being very direct, able to do what he needs to do best, playing on that left wing, cooking and doing whatever he needs to do to make the team win, which I was very happy for him for. Whether we like it or not, he is ambidextrous. He can play on both sides of the field, and big up the opportunity to be able to understand that, and be able to apply him there and still make him use the skill set that he's known to and being able to use. So big up there for my guy there. Big up to Nick Jackson, had a really good second half, when he came on, really performed well, got his goal, was, interlinking play really well. Now that you obviously got an actual proper 10 someone that can play that role, they were doing, like a Gallagher, they were able to do it, in such a way that allowed him to not do a lot of the stuff that he was doing in the initial few games. So I was very happy for Jackson there. Cole Palmer's another one able to get his first Premier League goal. Was very happy for him. He needed that goal in my opinion. And in my opinion, he was able to match it and do well. And in my opinion, when it comes to Cole Palmer, excuse me, he's also able to create chances, and also in my opinion, he had a few shooting opportunities that he tried to make. Some of them were a bit more wider off target, but at the end of the day, I like that. But he's trying to mix up his game. He's not just he's an assist guy. He's also like a scoring guy. So you want to be able to see that sort of like how in NBA we have 3-level scoring. I want to be able to see that from our wingers too, where they're able to do that 3-level scoring thing. So big up to Cole Palmer there. Obviously, Caicedo had a really good game. I feel like he really was helping there to control the midfield. Gallagher was doing what he does best, being as good as he can be. So I want to give a big thank you to Gallagher there as well. And in regards to anyone else that I'm thinking about, not really, man. I think the centre backs did their job. Obviously, Thiago Silva didn't make his mistake, and again, as I've said before to many of you, man, in the long term, Thiago Silva is not good enough to be able to play in that position. So long term wise, obviously, Badiashile is coming back. We should be able to see a bit more of Badiashile. And for me personally, Badiashile is going to be able to be the one that cooks for me. So I look forward to seeing Badiashile. Look forward to see some real hoops from him. And at the end of the day, man, we'll see what happens there. Now, in regards to anything else that I need to think about, Sanchez, obviously, barring the goal, I think he's had a really good performance, was able to make the saves that he needs to make. Obviously, it would be probably devastated to not get a clean sheet against someone like a Burnley side, but it is what it is. We are Chelsea FC, we are Charity FC, so we usually give these guys goals that whenever they need them. So that's Chelsea for you. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, Chelsea have got a job done. They've been able to do what they need to do. And yeah, I'm very happy about that 110%. Best believe that too. But in regards to, I think, changes and stuff like that, this is stuff I want to talk about. People watching to make the right subs at the right time too. This is stuff we've been criticizing heavily for, about the fact that he's not been making the subs at the right time. He made them at the right time. They were able to how shall I say, provide more impact on the team and be able to do what they need to do to help win for the team too. So yeah, I'm very happy about that as well. So again, when it comes down to Chelsea Football Club, good win, back-to-back wins. Now off to Arsenal, then Brentford, then United, and then I think it's you guys, and you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. But it is what it is. And yeah, man. Who are your star man? Who are your star players? Listen, man, I know what's gonna happen, and you know what's gonna happen. I think for me, Chelsea star man, Sterling. I think flop of the day. I don't think we have any flops of the day, to be honest. I think it's pretty good. Now, going forward, stuff I want to discuss from this match review is Kukurea, I think, had a solid game, but I don't think he's going to start against Arsenal. Probably going to see either Reece James or Malagusto back in the right position. But the question I would ask is, do you want Colwood to be the left back there? Now, I would understand if you say the fact that, Levi Colwood, again, he's been playing there a lot. You're obviously going to be facing someone like a Saka. Maybe you want to have a bit more of a defensive, fullback, someone that can defend 1v1 and be able to produce what he needs to do at the end of the day. So maybe there may be a case for starting my guy Levi Colwill. So we'll see at the end of the day, man. So there's that situation as well. Now, obviously, Mudryk or Sterling, do you drop maybe Gallagher, try to play Palmer in the 10, Sterling on the right, Mudryk on the left, and then obviously you have Jackson up front, in my opinion, this time, because of the fact that he's able to score a goal and have a much better performance compared to Armando Broja? We will see. But again, you know, guys, that is the video. Please make sure again to like, share, subscribe. As always, I've been your host of the most, the Bridge 258. As always, make sure to stay blue, but always and first and fast, make sure to subscribe to the membership level, channel membership level. 4.99 gets you a latte level. You know what I mean? The latte level is you know, something to start me out to buy coffee. Then obviously you got the second level, which is £8.99 or £7.99 if I'm not mistaken, which is the true brew level, which is a proper Chelse level. You guys will get a proper live stream routine. Me and you guys will discuss stuff privately. And you know what, man? If you want to have a discussion there too, you can also have it too. So it is what it is. That's the video, guys. Again, please make sure to like, share, subscribe as always, and love and guidance, big man.